Welcome to Hero Villains. Who do you think would win in a battle between normal Hulk and normal Thanos? The confrontation between Hulk and Thanos has always been seen as a clash between two of the greatest forces of pure strength. Throughout history, Thanos has repeatedly defeated Hulk, Thor, and Beta Ray Bill with clear dominance. The rare times he struggled usually occurred only when he was weakened or forced to face multiple opponents at once. When it comes to pure power, Thanos not only surpasses Hulk physically, but also possesses sharp strategic intelligence, extensive combat experience, advanced technology of the Titan race, along with the terrifying ability to manipulate cosmic energy and psychic power. Hulk may be famous for his endless rage and ever-increasing strength, but against Thanos, those advantages become meaningless. The Conqueror from Titan even defeated Annihilus when his opponent was enhanced, and that was in direct close combat. His physical strength is so immense that its true limit has never been determined. Thanks to the blessing of Lady Death, Thanos surpassed his original threshold of power, reaching a level equal to or even beyond many of the strongest warriors of the Eternals race. He has fought evenly with Thor, even when Thor possessed the Power Stone, the gem capable of unlocking a nearly limitless source of cosmic energy. This stone allows its user to access every form of power that has ever existed, while also amplifying the power of the other stones. At its most basic level, it grants nearly endless stamina and the ability to raise strength to enormous levels depending on the will of its wielder. In the tense atmosphere of cosmic battles, where the stars themselves seem to tremble before every punch, Thanos still stands there with cold calmness, as if all of Hulk's fury is nothing more than a small storm passing before an invincible god of war. Thanos' power has long been considered one of the most terrifying standards. In many confrontations, he has proven his ability to overwhelm legendary warriors such as Silver Surfer. Even when Hulk charges forward with terrifying rage, Thanos can still deliver a blow that sends the Green Giant flying. Mighty warriors like Beta Ray Bill or Ronan the Accuser have also been quickly subdued by him. Even Ronan's cosmic weapon was destroyed by Thanos as easily as if it were only a fragile object. One of the most astonishing moments was when he confronted Tyrant, an extremely powerful entity. Although he required an additional source of energy to reach his peak state, Thanos was still capable of struggling evenly with this terrifying opponent. In other encounters, he also defeated Annihilus when his opponent was enhanced and fought evenly with Thane, his own son, when Thane was empowered by the Phoenix Force. There were even moments when Thanos battled Odin and the result ended in a stalemate, something very few beings in the universe could achieve. Beyond his immense physical strength, Thanos can also amplify his abilities with cosmic energy when necessary. His massive body does not reduce his speed. In fact, he can move faster than even the most elite human athletes. The muscles of Thanos produce almost no fatigue toxins during activity, giving him extraordinary endurance that allows him to fight in prolonged battles without exhaustion. After his encounter with Star-Lord when the opponent used the Mandalay Gem, Thanos was also seen possessing the ability to freely fly through space. The origin of this ability remains a mystery. It could be a newly awakened hidden power or perhaps the result of ancient Titan technology. He can also teleport across enormous distances through his connection with his transport throne that uses mysterious technology. In the instant when purple light flashes across the endless void, Thanos disappears, and then appears on another battlefield, like a cosmic storm silently moving to spread terror across the galaxies. Thanos is known for his ability to endure damage far beyond any normal standard. After being resurrected and receiving the blessing of Lady Death, his defensive capability rose to an astonishing level, and Thanos has proven this many times on the battlefield. He can stand firm against explosions powerful enough to destroy entire planets with almost no significant damage. Attacks that could incinerate entire alien armies are still not enough to make him falter. When Thor, in a state of fury while using the Power Stone, delivered heavy blows, the result was only a small streak of blood on the bridge of Thanos' nose, a very small price compared to the terrible power that had just been unleashed. His durability has even been proven by surviving attacks from cosmic-level entities. Odin and Galactus have both unleashed tremendous power at close range, yet Thanos still existed after moments that could have erased almost any life form. He also endured 3 full-strength screams from Black Bolt, including one from extremely close distance, and suffered only minimal effects. When an artificial singularity erupted with terrifying gravitational force capable of crushing all surrounding matter, Thanos still survived. Within the blinding light of destructive energies, he remained standing like an unmoving statue in the middle of a cosmic storm. In many brutal confrontations, Thanos has proven that his body is extraordinarily resilient. Even when Wolverine launched a surprise attack and drove his sharp adamantium claws straight into his chest, Thanos remained standing, almost without showing pain. To him, attacks that could pierce any armor seemed like nothing more than a small scratch on the surface of a being of overwhelming endurance. The very nature of Thanos is different. As a member of the Eternals race, he is almost immune to every disease and infection ever known. Time itself cannot erode his body because the process of aging almost does not exist for him. Even when Lady Death once forbade Thanos from entering her realm, that ban accidentally turned him into a being that could not truly die. No matter how severely he was injured, Thanos would recover and continue to exist. Later, this prohibition was lifted, but the reputation of his immortality still echoes across the stars. Even so, Thanos is not completely immune to damage. He can still be wounded in violent battles. Injuries that would make others collapse slowly close on Thanos' body as if they had never existed. However, his healing ability is not perfect. For Thanos, that limit still exists. After the Annihilation event, when he was defeated by Drax the Destroyer, the special circumstances of that death meant that his regenerative ability could no longer restore organs that had been lost. Even so, in the harsh atmosphere of cosmic wars, Thanos continues to rise again and again. Although he often chooses strategy in brutal confrontations, Thanos is still an extremely dangerous close combat warrior. On the planet Titan, he was once formally trained in the art of warfare, where warriors must develop both physical strength and tactical thinking. Through that harsh training, Thanos developed a fighting style that is both precise and ruthless, combining enormous muscle power with the ability to control cosmic energy in every strike. Each movement carries cold calculation, like a general commanding an entire battlefield with only a few minimal gestures. It is this combination of tactical intelligence and overwhelming power that makes Thanos an opponent even the greatest warriors must fear. Thanos is also known as an excellent swordsman. When holding a weapon in his hand, he demonstrates remarkable skill, enough to dominate extremely dangerous opponents. He was able to pressure Silver Surfer, one of the most powerful beings who has ever served Galactus. Not only that, he also faced a fallen one who was empowered by Mjolnir and who controlled black matter, a mysterious source of energy. In the moment when the blade flashed within the depths of space, Thanos appeared like an ancient warrior stepping out of legend. Every step he takes carries the weight of battles that once decided the fate of countless worlds. I truly hope you will subscribe to the channel. That will help us very much, and you are the most wonderful person. Thank you very much. Now we will talk about Hulk. The instinct to protect awakens, and Hulk's body reacts immediately. With his enormous strength, he spreads his arms and holds back an entire mountain weighing 1,500,000,000,000,000 tons as it crashes down. The massive rock trembles violently on his giant green shoulders, stones cracking apart while clouds of dust rise like a raging storm. This is Hulk with the calm mind of Banner. There is no emotional outburst and no rage fueling an explosion of power. There is only the will to protect and absolute determination. Even in that state, he is still strong enough to hold an entire mountain range in place, turning his body into the final wall that prevents disaster from crushing the people he has just saved. There was a moment when Bruce Banner was forced to face the entire Avengers team. At first, he was not looking for a fight. Banner simply wanted to leave in silence. There was no anger and no sign of losing control. However, the Avengers blocked his path and made it clear that they would not allow him to leave that place. When every escape was closed off, Banner had no choice but to transform. When the transformation was complete, the personality that emerged was not the familiar Hulk, but Devil Hulk. Within a very short time, the entire battle changed completely. On the very first page, he lifted Ghost Rider's motorcycle and hurled it away with terrifying force, knocking his opponent unconscious immediately. The next punch landed on Thor. Even though Thor was not at his strongest at the time, seeing him defeated so quickly was still shocking. After After that, a completely new Hulkbuster armor was destroyed after only a single violent strike. What is notable is that Devil Hulk was not fighting in uncontrolled rage. He is considered the calm, baseline state of Hulk. This personality must keep his anger within limits, because if the rage exceeds a certain threshold, Savage Hulk will take control of the body. For that reason, throughout the battle, Devil Hulk shows a frightening level of composure. He moves slowly and controls every strike, like a cold giant methodically dealing with each opponent one by one. Yet, even in this fully controlled state, he still easily defeats the strongest heroes on Earth. Because of this, Hulk's power is not a fixed number. It changes depending on the circumstances and the reason for the transformation. In Immortal Hulk 14, when Betty Ross was shot right in front of Banner, his fury erupted instantly. Banner transformed into Hulk in a blind state of rage and charged straight at the attacker with terrifying brutality. The transformation can occur when someone attacks Banner or threatens a person he feels the need to protect. Each situation awakens a different level of emotion, and that emotion determines Hulk's initial strength when he appears. Every time Hulk rises, it is like a new storm forming. No one can know how powerful it will become until everything around him begins to tremble. In many ways, Hulk's potential is similar to the way Superman increases his power. When Superman absorbs additional energy from the sun, his strength can surge in an instant. For Hulk, the process works differently. If his anger grows for even a few more seconds, the massive green body immediately becomes far stronger than it was before. This can be seen clearly in the battles between Hulk and Abomination. In many encounters, Abomination was still able to endure against Hulk even as Hulk's rage continued to increase his strength. This shows that Hulk's rising power does not always guarantee an immediate victory. However, the crucial point is that no one has ever determined the true stopping point of Hulk's anger. There is no scale large enough to measure the ultimate limit of the power that is born from that emotion. Because of this, a powerful entity like Beyonder once declared that Hulk possesses the potential for limitless strength. Some versions, such as World Breaker Hulk, are even described as having power that continues to grow without end. Hulk has repeatedly amazed both heroes and enemies. He has destroyed enormous asteroids larger than a small planet. At times, Hulk has even endured the terrifying gravitational pull of cosmic black holes, a force that is almost impossible to measure with any formula. In those moments, within the cold and silent depths of space, the gigantic figure of Hulk appears like a roaring green storm, proving that as his anger continues to rise, the limits of his strength seem to tear apart as well. Hulk has always been seen as a symbol of raw and explosive power. That massive green body can withstand devastating impacts and rise again after blows that could crush any other warrior. However, that strength is not invincible. When facing opponents powerful enough, Hulk can still be overwhelmed and defeated. Hulk also possesses remarkable mobility. He can leap across several buildings in a single jump and move with such speed that the ground trembles behind him. Every leap is like a small explosion, and when Hulk lands, the entire surrounding area seems to shake. Even so, Hulk's journey in battle within the MCU has not always been a series of glorious victories. One of his most notable achievements was the intense battle with Abomination, where Hulk secured victory by only the narrowest margin after a brutal clash. He also played an important role in the fight against Ultron and has had evenly matched confrontations with Thor. In Avengers Age of Ultron, Hulk even had to face Iron Man's Hulkbuster armor in a violent battle that shook the entire city. However, Hulk also has memorable defeats. He struggled to defeat Fenris and clearly could not compare in power with a colossal being like Surtur. Most notably was his confrontation with Thanos, where Hulk was completely defeated in a short period of time. All of this shows that Hulk is not the physically strongest entity in the entire MCU. Even so, when it comes to the members of the Avengers, Hulk is still often regarded as the warrior with the greatest raw muscular strength. Whenever he appears on the battlefield, the ground trembles beneath every step. And even the most experienced heroes understand that when Hulk's rage rises, the entire battlefield becomes a storm of power that cannot be ignored. No one can deny that Hulk is one of the most terrifying physical forces ever to appear in the universe. When his anger rises, that immense strength can turn an entire battlefield into ruins. His heavy footsteps make the ground tremble, and every punch can shake enormous masses of stone. However, no matter how frightening Hulk may be, he is still Hulk with his own certain limits. Even when he reaches an extreme state such as Worldbreaker Hulk, where his rage pushes his power to a level capable of shaking an entire planet, that still may not be enough to completely overwhelm Thanos. At this level, Hulk's physical strength may approach that of Thanos in his normal state, but the difference in experience and combat ability remains a decisive factor. Thanos does not rely only on brute strength. He is a ruthless strategist who possesses superior intelligence, advanced technology, and the ability to harness cosmic energy. Even in the hypothetical situation where Hulk could gain a physical advantage, Thanos would still have countless methods to turn the battle in his favor. His history has proven this many times. Thanos has dominated notorious opponents such as Annihilus, a warrior powerful enough to make both Hulk and Gladiator struggle in their encounters. When facing opponents like that, Thanos does not fight only with his fists, but also with the cold calculation of a conqueror who has experienced countless cosmic wars. Therefore, if Hulk is a storm of pure power, then Thanos is like a general controlling the entire battlefield. In the moment when those two forces confront each other in the vast emptiness of space, the outcome of the battle does not depend only on who is stronger, but also on who understands how to win. Clearly, Thanos would win. I hope you enjoyed this battle. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. Follow me if you like. That is the video for today. Thank you very much.